Hey Collective, welcome to my channel. Um, if you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. This is the Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate, and if you found this video, Spirit has some messages for you. They are going to be on the topic of love. So technically it is a love reading, but I'm going to also be talking a lot about our relationship with ourself. So self love. And um, while I was getting ready to do this reading, what I was picking up on was two different situations for this collective. So, whichever one resonates with you. So, either you are not with someone right now, and this relationship that I'm picking up on is getting ready to come in, or somebody recently entered your life and this is the person that you're dealing with now. Okay. And as I received that, my right ear started ringing, and then I heard, you deserve someone who holds space for you and supports you through your healing journey and respects your autonomy. And this is without judgment or being put on a time constraint or having unrealistic expectations of you. Because this collective has been through the trials, the tribulations, the fires. You're a phoenix. You have begun again and again and again. Okay. I think a really big theme collectively that we are learning is, excuse me, in love, is teaching ourselves to trust and not be in a state where we constantly feel like the other shoe is going to drop. Every time I do this, XYZ happens. Or you're using always and never, and it's basically self-sabotage. I just saw 324 on the timer. Because if you believe at a deep core level that it doesn't matter how hard you try, people are always going to be shitty to you, then that's you are going to manifest it into reality. Because you already believe that. And so even subconsciously, you create a space because you expect it. Okay. We have to stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Ladybugs, blue dragons, something about blue coconut, swans, the color gold, and horses may be significant. They're giving me the song is called Ravine by Ace of Base. It's off of Bridge. The album is called The Bridge. Bridges might be significant. I just heard you are the bridge. You are the bridge. But in one of the verses, she says, was a flower so frail, and I let the trees grow wild around me, grew so high, hit the sky, and shaded everything I needed to see. And then one night, someone came and took a knife, ripped me out by my roots, tossed astray, far away, and in my darkest night, I started to pray. And then the chorus is, she says, I'm standing here in my ravine. Once again, I see a piece of the sun, and my joy will never be denied because I was meant to be here, the only place on earth where you are near. And the next line, she says, why do you ask why I'm not blaming my God? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. He was the only one there. And so it's like, I think that we are grieving the idea of what we thought life should be or love should be. I was riding in the car with my mom a couple days ago, and I was sitting in her back seat, which I haven't done since, I can't even tell you, probably since I was a kid. And it was like I was having this really weird, like, timeline moment where I was like all versions of me, like all the way down to where I was little. And I was looking out the window and like watching the, how the trees are like, and just how my perspective on life has changed. And yet I'm still in the same place. And then I got really sad because the music she was playing was just triggering me. Not like she meant it. It wasn't in a bad way or anything. It was just the certain songs that make you feel, like Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis. It's like I resonate so much with the deep feelings that music brings, and that's really the point of it, is for us to feel. But certain songs remind me of certain people, and it's like I feel like at the end of the day, I'm grateful for every single person that has been in my life, because I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't have experienced the things that I have. And I'm grateful for the lessons. I really am. The thing that we need to work on now is we're not allowed to be in denial anymore. We're not allowed to we're past not listening to our intuition at this point, is what I'm hearing. It's like, when something feels off, because energy doesn't lie. Okay. Also, before I started this, I saw 1231, and when I looked it up, it's a gentle get it together from Spirit. And I was like, oh, we're doing Panky today. Okay, yes. So 123 is progressive energy, 917 on the timer. And ones are beginnings, resets, innovative, creative, and beginnings. Okay. Spirit is calling for us to express ourselves, not suppress. I was when I was visiting with my mom, I was talking to my Nana, and we were discussing different dynamics in relationships. And She is about 80 years old. She is a licensed Christian minister. Okay, I grew up Pentecostal. And I've been trying to tell her, like, we're saying the same thing, Nana. It's just my lens is a little different. So, anyways, I'm telling her, that love transcends boundaries, time, space, because we are all connected by energy and especially through emotions. The reason why memories hit us so hard is because we felt more emotion during those memories. Okay. Um, anyways, I was talking about how love is transcended, and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I like that." And I was like, "You do?" And it's not easy for me to talk to my family about my spirituality or my viewpoint. Sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to a brick wall, but just because my opinion is different doesn't mean that it's undeserving of being heard. And we don't know somebody, some situation. You are put there specifically through divine timing, through co-creation of reality. And when you choose yourself and you choose authenticity, even if you think that you're not making an impact, you are. That one person on that one day needed you to catch that door for them because they were struggling holding their groceries because they wanted to be stubborn and not use a buggy. Some random old lady that you hugged in a parking lot. She needed that. Emotions are difficult, and everybody is going to disappoint us at one point or another. It's a matter of communication, and if there's any advice that I would give about any relationships, not just romantic, but the people that we choose to have in our lives, you have to love and accept them for who they are without an expectation of them ever changing. You just have to love them for who they are right now. And shift your perspective to create a compromise. Or you remove yourself. Not in an aggressive way, not in a, I mean, sometimes it requires that. But 9 times out of 10, violence and arguing and the anger is there for a reason. It's to protect you. It's like when you put water on the stove and it gets hot and it starts to boil. You can't see through the water because of all the bubbles coming up. But when the water settles, you can see through it. We have to be able to gather ourselves, get ourselves together. 14:43 on the timer. And then communicate. Um, grief and loss and regret. These are all feelings that are collectively trying to surface to be healed in us right now. 15:15 on the timer. And there's nothing that we need to fix. We don't have to ask for permission. We don't have to live life according to how others prefer we live. I'm hearing, I live for the applause, applause, applause. No, don't do that. I'm sorry, Lady Gaga. Love you. Don't do that. Because if you live for their applause, you will die by their critiques. And critiques are an expression of preference. Why do I live, or why do I sacrifice my own authenticity and truth to make you happier, make you more comfortable? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The reason, thank you, Spirit, I just got a notification. The reason why people get uncomfortable is because they have built their idea of what they think life should be like and how people should act. And they are basically, what you do or how you act is challenging their worldview. So they get upset and they critique you and they say, no, I think you should do it this way. It's just so funny to me because I used to be like that. Wanting external validation, I mean, it's a human thing. We don't need it. We want it, you know? But when you become nonchalant and you're just like, whatever, if you have a problem with me, that's your problem. Why am I going to lose sleep or beat myself up because I don't match your preferences? Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm not doing that. You stand in your power. Your silence speaks louder than words. Stand on game. Mean what you say. Apologize when you make mistakes. Do the best you can every day, dude. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's so freaking cliche, but it's true. Then think about how you want to be treated. Oh my gosh, we are 20 minutes in and I haven't even pulled a card. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to keep going. All right. So, with all that being said, I wrote a spread that is going to help us, and I say us because it's for us. I'm a part of this collective. Balance self-love while also releasing our people-pleasing patterns. Okay? Also, this is my new deck, and I'm really excited to use it, okay? Angels and ancestors. All right. I'm hearing to-do list. So I'm not taking notes. And school. Maybe going back to school. Honing your skills. All right. So the first card is where you are being asked to love yourself more deeply. Ooh. So we have snake, which means, I'm sorry, it says shed old skin. And the stag, trust and thrive. Thank you, Spirit. I love when the cards reflect what I'm talking about. A lot of earth energy. Also the color green. All right. What part of me has been, what part of you, me, us, has been over giving or over adjusting? Where have we been self-abandoning? Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. When we don't put ourselves as a priority, we forget what we love, what makes us happy as individuals without any other people or individuals or groups or anything. Just like what makes us happy. Ignite your passions. I actually want to read the guidebook on that one. Fire Guardian. So I'm seeing earth energy and fire energy. So those might be heavy in your birth chart. Not the druid. Oh, it's way back here. All right. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The Fire Guardian represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the Fire Guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. You are being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. Okay. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. And if you're going to be a child about it, just click off or scoot it forward or something. I don't know. Most women have they struggle to climax. And for me personally, this has been a lifelong, whole, okay? And it, not being able to relax, not feeling safe or seen, being in a constant state of fight or flight, trauma, lots of different things that play into this, okay? Never have I ever been able to without I just heard a outside my freaking window just now. Pretty sure it was the air conditioner, but yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Without extra help. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Never been able to. When I tell you that for the first time in my life, I was able to, I literally had a spiritual out of body experience. My soul left my fucking body. And I cried because passion is yours, passion is mine. It's when we give permission for it, when we feel safe enough, when we take our power and hold it. Okay? It was a moment of victory that takes some people years and years and years and years of therapy to accomplish, if ever. So it's possible to heal those things within you. Okay, all right, I'm moving on. 2655 on the timer. All right. What does healthy self-love look like in practice, not theory? Sometimes spirit be assholes and sarcastic. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. And just so we can get some clarity. Oh my god, there's the owl. Did I say owls? I think maybe I said owls in the previous video. And a crow. And a crescent moon. Guardian angels, ancestors. Supernatural activity has been going on. Things falling. Noises, weird noises. Pressure changes. I just heard your environment is talking to you. Notification. Okay. Confirmation. Alright, wise one. Oh yeah. Oh, that's wild one. Okay. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. My voice is still cracking, y'all. I can't wait to be done with this congestion. I'm not used to this book yet. All right. Knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven, okay, same family, in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. Because behavior is not just environmental, it's literally ancestral. Like, I just learned not that long ago that like bedwetting could be passed down like genetically. And I was like, how can a behavior be passed genetically? And apparently it is a whole freaking thing. Okay? And it just trickles down and trickles down. All right. How can you stay more connected without betraying yourself? Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. More green. I just heard Archangel Raphael. Might be significant. Earth. That was weird. Earth chakra is what I heard. Root chakra. Earth guardian. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian represents the angels of Earth. I'm hearing temperance. Bringing medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They're protectors of the land and the planet and can help you connect with your mission here and how you can support the evolution of the planet. Pause. This life, this life, the reason for our existence is for us to evolve, for our soul to go through evolution. Our life is an evolution, and to create through whatever way, form, fashion that makes you happy. Everything is created. This house was created. I was created. The hat you're wearing was created. Everything is created. We are here to create and evolve, experience, learn, grow, evolve. It's like, okay, all right. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental who is non-binary, showing that they are a divine being without human gender. Their staff, adorned with a dream catcher, shows that they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. If you believe you can, you will. If you start doubting yourself out the gate, you won't. Okay? All right. What is being healed or strengthened in my relationships as I choose myself? Get the fuck out of here. Spirit. Elder. Healing through the lineage. You are breaking those ancestral behaviors. You are breaking the generational curses. You are changing your, I just heard genetic code. You are changing your destiny with every choice you make. Our destiny isn't something that we have to find. Our purpose is not something that we are looking for. Our purpose is what we make it, what we create, what we do, how we act, how we treat people. Healing through our lineage. I heard leaving a legacy. That's been coming up a lot lately. All right. This is a love message from your higher self. I've never seen this. I mean, like, I've shuffled these. They're still new. It's not the first time I've used them, but I've never seen this card. The Knight. Be brave and honest. Be brave and honest. You see the rose? Those are my roses. Those are my roses. Ooh. Hunter. Knight. All right. Do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The Knight is a knight in shining armor dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. Inspired by the Knights Templar, he is a protector of the Holy Grail and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you. Whether you are male or female, that energy is within you. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong, but if you look closely, you will see, really, that he has a tear running down his cheek. Face. Showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. The energy of respect is important right now. You are being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there's opposition, you are being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it is important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Wow. This was a beautiful reading. I just want to say thank you for your energy, and thank you for the inner work that you've done, and thank you for being I just heard the example of unconditional love. Of course, it's all to the best of our ability. None of us are perfect, but I just mean, like, you are so clearly supported and loved by the universe, by your angels, guides, ancestors, spirit team. And I'm hearing the worst is behind you. That life is always going to life. Life is always going to life. It's still going to have its ups and downs, and it's still, but because you've learned, you get to take that wisdom with you into the next phase and put it to use so that it will benefit you and you don't repeat the same things over and over again. Okay? Wow, this was great, guys. All right. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonated with you,